Hey guys, so I wanted to pop on here and talk to you about my week. It has been a whirlwind of emotions. It's been a roller coaster, ups and downs, and just where to start. Okay, so a week ago today, this guy started messaging me on Instagram and telling me how beautiful I am and blah, 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 blah. And of course, I accepted it and I started messaging with him and I started chatting with him all day Saturday and all day Sunday and all day Monday and a good chunk of Tuesday when I wasn't working. And when my mother was over Monday, she said, "Sounds like a scam." And I told him that and he got really pissed off about that. And there were a lot of red flags and question marks and things that weren't adding up, and a lot of things that weren't necessarily making sense to me that I didn't understand. I was talking to one of my other coworkers and she said it was a catfish. And he and I, this guy, we got into a big fight because I asked him to prove that he was real by getting on video chat. And he refused. He would not do it. So I blocked him. I blocked him on Instagram. I blocked him on Facebook. And I thought that was the end of it. Except me being me, I can never let anything fucking go. So I unblocked him, except I didn't know that he had deleted his Instagram, so he wasn't on Instagram anymore. But I unblocked him on Facebook and I started messaging him again on Facebook. And it was really tense the first couple days. That was like Wednesday, Thursday. Because he wouldn't get on video chat and he wouldn't explain why. He just said his traditions, and because he's not from my country, I don't understand his traditions. So I didn't know what that meant, or even what the customs or traditions are where he lives. So I asked, okay, can you send me a video of yourself so I can hear your voice? He said he would do it. Never got a video. I kept waiting. The more I pushed him, the angrier he would get at me about it. And he would get upset that I wasn't trusting him. Except I had been 100% honest and forthcoming from the very beginning. And I had done a very foolish thing at the beginning, and I foolishly sort of gave him my home address. And I regret that now, because now he knows exactly where I live, and I know basically nothing about him. All I know is where he says he lives. So Friday we started chatting, and me being the stubborn German woman that I am, I apparently was pushing him. And I finally got some explanations that were to my satisfaction mostly. It cleared a lot of things up that weren't making sense. I still had some questions. I still didn't understand everything. I still don't to this day. I still don't understand everything. So he never sent me a video, but he did send me a picture of a sign of him with my name on it. But photos can be photoshopped and they can be doctored. So even my friends that are good with AI were not entirely sure if it was real or not. My one friend seems to think that it wasn't, which was giving me a lot of trepidation. And even I wasn't sure. Just looking at it, I thought, okay, I'm not entirely sure this is a real picture. It kind of looks photoshopped. It looks blurry around the edges of the paper. Like, I don't know. So I agreed to meet him in a public place for dinner. I said, look, if you fly here, because he's supposedly a pilot, if you fly here, you get your own rental car, we drive separately to the restaurant, and I will meet you at the restaurant for dinner. Okay? Okay. So we were going to do that. Last night and yesterday at work, I told at least one of my coworkers the plan. She was upset with me. She was telling some of my other coworkers, in case if anything happened to me, because they think it's a catfish. They think something bad is going to happen. When I had brought up human trafficking to him, he got pissed off. I told my mother and my sister, because the other night I was talking to my sister, and she had we talked a lot, and she'd sort of brought me around to blocking him, and I was going to block him. And it was in the process of saying goodbye, and then I just let him talk. And I foolishly let him talk, and I ended up not blocking him that night. So when I told him that my mother and my sister were both very disappointed in me and that they didn't think it was a good idea, he's like, so listen to them. Don't come. Just block me then. And I was like, is that what you want? You want me to just block you? He's like, I'm fed up. And he keeps, any time that I question his realness or anything like that, he gets fed up. And he throws these little temper tantrums. And I told him, I said, your temper tantrums are giving me whiplash. It's exhausting, we are never getting back together, ever. It truly is exhausting, though. And is that what you want? You want me to block you? Never hear from me again? He's like, fine. It's like, okay then. And I told him that I wished his daughter nothing but happiness. I told him I hoped his daughter that she got the father that she deserved, because he doesn't have a great relationship with his daughter, according to him. And truly, I wish nothing but the best for his daughter. I wish her a wonderful, happy life. I never met her, but from what I heard, she sounds like a wonderful, intelligent young woman. And I know that she will be an amazing woman when she's older. And I wish nothing but the best for her. I don't know what to think about the whole situation. A lot of the stories that he told me to explain all of the little red flags, they were kind of very wild, elaborate, almost too insane to believe stories. And that made me second guess. Okay, so either these are very real stories, because the truth is madder than fiction, We all know that. Or is a very good storyteller and he should be writing television and movies or something. Or maybe these are like plots of stuff that I haven't seen. But it doesn't matter because I blocked him. I'm moving on with my life. And that is the end of it. And if he is in fact real, I wish nothing but the best for him. I wish him happiness and good health. I wish him good mental health because talking with him, it seems like he's carrying a lot. And I personally know how that can fuck a person up. So I hope that he will maybe at least take some of the advice that I gave him. Maybe talk to someone about everything that he's been through if what he told me was real and he has actually gone through everything that he told me he's been through. Because that is a lot for anyone to go through, and he should talk to someone because it will help, and no one should have to carry what he carries on his shoulders. No one should have to punish themselves for mistakes that they made in their past. When you're young, you make lots of mistakes. I made lots of mistakes when I made, like this. This is an example of a mistake that I made. And when I'm older, I will look back and think, oh my God, what a fucking idiot. I dodged a bullet. You know? And there have been numerous mistakes that I have made in my past. And everyone has made mistakes in their past. We don't have to beat ourselves up for the mistakes that we've made. We just have to take those mistakes and learn from them. Learn to move on from them. Because if we carry the guilt from those mistakes, if we carry that guilt forever, it will only fuck us up more. And nobody deserves that. No one. Okay, that's all I got. Mr. Beckham here wants snuggles. I gotta go. Bye.